What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? Austin John Plays here, and right now we're going to be talking about everything that was just told to us at the Pokemon business meeting. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video as we are giving away a Nintendo Switch or $300 of eShop credit, as well as a copy of Pokemon Sword or Shield. That's what it was. This was a business meeting. If you didn't catch it, don't worry, you didn't miss classic moments like this.
A movie based on a Japanese IP. It's right up there with Godzilla in terms of box office success. Toho was an investor in the Detective Pikachu project, and we also handled the distribution in Japan.
Moving on, we have, I'd say, a good 7 or 8 points that were of real importance here. Some of them I'm going to skim through very briefly. Some of them require their own separate video, but I'm going to cover them in a very small gist here. 1. Detective Pikachu that originally came out for the Nintendo 3DS and had a fantastic movie. They are currently in the works of creating a Detective Pikachu for the Nintendo Switch. No information about it whatsoever other than the ending is going to be different from the movie and that the 3DS version ended with a cliffhanger. Whether or not the game is going to be better than the 3DS game, I don't know. I personally wasn't a fan of the 3DS game. 2. Pokemon Quest that was released exactly 1 year ago worldwide except for China is now coming to China. They are pretty much getting the exact same game except also with PvP and a social system. We don't have that in Pokemon Quest here in the States or Europe or Australia or anywhere, so we may be seeing an update like that coming to Pokemon Quest, although I think they should wait until they add, Gen 2 Pokemon and, DLC of a second region. Masuda then took the stage and he talked about connectivity between the various games and the systems, and how the Pokemon that you've caught in your games aren't like any other game that you've experienced, and you want to keep your Pokemon with you as you go through the different games. So they introduced Pokemon Home, a place where all Pokemon gather. It's a cloud service that lets you store Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Go from your phone, and the Nintendo 3DS's Pokemon Bank, which includes all of the Pokemon games, X and Y, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and via Pokemon Transporter, Black and White, Black 2, White 2, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Virtual Console, as well as Gold, Silver, and Crystal on the Virtual Console. So literally every Pokemon from every Pokemon game ever will be in Pokemon Bank and then to Pokemon Home. I'm going to make a full separate video talking about that. That requires a lot more explanation. Also, with Pokemon Home, there's going to be trading functionality built into it, and you're going to be able to trade from your phone. Again, video very shortly. There is no information in regard to Pokemon Sword and Shield. That is all reserved for next Wednesday's Pokemon Direct. That's going to be at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. here on the East Coast. But something they spent a very large amount of time talking about was sleeping. I'm not joking. This is something that you literally see an April Fool's Day video about. But they talked about sleep and how important sleep is, and I wholeheartedly agree with them. They talked about Pokemon Sleep, which I don't know if it's going to be an app or if it's going to be a game, but it tracks you sleeping and rewards you in some way with Pokemon. They talked about the Pokeball Plus and the Pokemon Go Plus, which were 2 accessories for Pokemon Go, and the Pokeball Plus also for Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. And then they revealed the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. Real name, not making that up, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. The Pokemon Go Plus Plus is used for Pokemon Go, just like a Pokemon Go Plus. However, it's flat and it rests on your bed while you sleep. And it tracks how you sleep and rewards you. Now, I don't know if Pokemon Sleep is going to reward you separately or if Pokemon Go is going to reward you. Kind of like how when you walk a lot, you hatch eggs, something like that. Quick side note, fantastic on them. Really is. My first iPhone was the iPhone 4, and when I went through the App Store, I looked at a lot of things. And here in America, the #1 app was Angry Birds, but everywhere else in the world was an app called Sleep Cycle. I still use it to this day from the iPhone 4. And what Sleep Cycle does is the phone rests on your bed while it's charging during the night, and it captures your movement, and it lets you know when your body enters REM, your deep sleep. It also informs you now when you're snoring, and it can give you white noise to help you fall asleep, and all these fantastic things. And that actually really helped me tune my body into being able to sleep better. And when you sleep better, you wake up better, and it's a very, very healthy part of life. And to simplify it down to Pokemon, that's fantastic. Like, as an adult, I've learned when you consume adult beverages and then you sleep, you think you sleep better, but you sleep horrible. And that's one of the reasons you're so tired when you wake up. Also, you're getting old. And then they briefly talked about something called Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters is going to be a new smartphone app developed by DNA. It has all of the past and present Pokemon trainers from the mainline RPG, as well as the anime, from what I can tell. It's going to be launching later this year on Android and iOS. We only got a very, very, very short clip. And it looked like there was a 3v3 battle, and we saw Onyx do a rock move on a Ponyta, and we saw a Thunder Shock, and that's pretty much all we saw. Like, since I've been talking, this clip has been going on, and it's probably over by now. That is all that we got as far as this game. People see this as being the equivalent of Fire Emblem Heroes for your iPhone, and there's going to be a lot of microtransactions, and this is going to be a long, ongoing thing. Whether or not it lives up to the hype of being exactly that, we'll find out, in due time, but all we know right now is it's called Pokemon Masters. It's coming to the phone this year. Are we going to be having more details in June? The last thing that they talked about is a service called Pokemon Shirts, which as of right now is exclusive to Japan. I love Pokemon Shirts. I've checked out their website so many times. I've tried to hit up people that I know who are visiting Japan to go to the store and pick me up some of their shirts. The designs are amazing and beautiful and subtle and loud and just really, really fantastic. The service is going to be coming to North America and Europe. More details to follow. And as an adult, you can get away with having Pokemon on your shirt, but you look super classy doing it. Like, there's some real Robert Graham level of shirts here, and that's fantastic. Well, guys, that's what we learned at the Pokemon Business Convention talk strategy thing that just happened. I'm going to be definitely making a follow-up video as far as Pokemon Home and talking everything that's going to be able to do, coming up with some mock-ups, things like that. I was actually working on a video already about Pokemon Bank on the Switch, so this is perfect. Heck, my video for that is practically done already. Again, we got no information for Sword and Shield. We're getting that next Wednesday. I'm going to be covering that in detail. And yeah, that's going to be wrapping this up. Guys, if there's something in this video that you're a super big fan of, especially Pokemon Sleep, leave a comment down below. We are giving away a Nintendo Switch or $300 of eShop credit, as well as a copy of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Be sure to check the link in the description video down below. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, or if you dislike the video, leave me a comment and let me know why. That's how I can make better videos for you guys. Until next time, Austin John out.